Weeks, countless trivia questions, and over 100,000 entries. Tonight on our news, the finalists in the ultimate giveaway are revealed ahead of the big draw for a brand new Hyundai Creta. Plus, eye on New Year's Day Junkanoo. After a disappointing Boxing Day finish, the Saxons looking for a comeback as the war for Bay Street kicks off tonight. And if you're heading to Bay Street for the parade, this is what you need to know. Officials say the parade app holds the key to a smoother entry and less confusion. Then in our news at 7:30.
A journey through the wild, wild west. Tonight in our news, the world-famous Valley Boys say they're ready to take the crown come this New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade. Stay tuned for more details.
Our news, live at 7, starts right now. It's been a journey, 12 weeks in the making, and tonight, a promise kept. A celebration marking 30 years of Cable Bahamas turned into something much bigger. For 12 weeks, this journey unfolded story by story, question by question, hope by hope, night after night. From your living rooms to phones in hand to families playing along for one car, one opportunity, and thousands who believed, what if? Every entry, every answer, every moment led us right here. Tonight, the wait ends. The ultimate giveaway comes full circle. Welcome to our news, live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. As we continue tonight, a quick reminder of how this all came together. The ultimate giveaway was launched in October as part of Cable Bahamas' 30th anniversary celebration and Automall's 54 years of service. Over the past 12 weeks, our Danielle Miller produced a series of stories highlighting Automall, their vehicles, and the people behind the brand. Each week, trivia questions were drawn directly from those stories, airing right here on our news. And as we said, night after night, our news anchor, Atalia Hall, she reminded viewers that their chance to win was still very much alive, right as that animated Creta rolled across the screen. Viewers and alive customers who answered every question correctly were entered into a single pool. From that pool, 10 finalists were randomly selected. And tonight, we are about to name those 10 finalists. Arnold Bullard, Tico Ferguson, Candice Bethel Strawn, Natanya Johnson, Toisha Demerit, Brandon Hanna, Colette Miller, Curtis Williams, Arthur J.L. Maycock, and Kaylin Edgecombe. And later tonight, executives from Automall will conduct the official drawing, naming one of them the winner of a brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta. The ultimate giveaway, it continues right here on RTV. Be sure and stay tuned for that. And as the holiday season winds down, the war for Bay Street kicks off in just a few hours at the New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade. After a disappointing third-place finish on Boxing Day, Shell Saxon superstars say they're ready to rise from the ashes and regain their position as champions. Danielle Miller has the story.
This is the practice site for the Shell Saxon superstars. For months, they've gathered on Long Wharf, filling the air with the rhythm of Junkanoo. As they prepare to storm Bay Street tonight for the New Year's Day parade, it is their hope to return to this site in 2026 as champions. The drums that once rested on the Awaki site, heated by bonfire, were strapped to the shoulders of dozens of group members rushing down Bay Street during the 2025 Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. The result of those melodies was a third-place finish with 553 points. For Boxing Day, their theme was a parade of nations, echoes of war, voices of peace, and for New Year's Day, the group is holding on to faith that their theme, the Crusaders, the divine battle of salvation, will be their song of redemption. Backline chairman for the group, Craig Curtis, told me that their music is one element they are seeking to always improve.
We can't be doing business as usual. We know that everybody else is going to up their game, so we intend to up ours.
In the Junkanoo community, it is being said that the Saxons started preparing for the New Year's Day parade before the Boxing Day parade. But one thing's certain, there's a build-up of anticipation for their arrival to the New Year's Day parade from spectators and rival groups. However, at the group's final practice for the season, frontline chairman Gary Hanna told me the preparation for the parade is what makes the culture so sweet.
So what's Junkanoo battling?
Reporting for our news, I'm Danielle Miller.
All right, thanks so much for that, Danielle. And many Junkanoo fans who attended Boxing Day Parade say their biggest frustration wasn't really the wait, it was actually figuring out where to enter and how to get to their section. With New Year's Day just ahead, officials are using the parade map inside the app to show step-by-step how to get to your seat without getting turned around at the gate. During this year's Boxing Day Parade, officials say many attendees arrived on the wrong side of Bay Street, expecting to cross over to their section. But access, they say, depends entirely on where your seat is located.
Once you select the wallet icon and then you select your ticket, there is actually a navigation that says Find My Section that actually helps you navigate towards that particular gate for check-in.
Alive Digital Application Manager Tanya Bain says that GPS feature was tested and working, but many attendees did not use it on Boxing Day.
So this side right here is actually the northern side. So that would be gates A, B, E, F, I, J, K, the VIP pavilion, and section M. So
using this map, Bain shows me that northern side sections are best accessed from Prince George Wharf, with entry points connecting through Rogers Walk, Frederick Street North, and Charlotte Street North. The warning? If you approach these sections from the southern side, you may not be allowed to cross, even with a valid ticket. As for sections on the southern side of Bay Street,
So most persons who are accessing these sections, they would either come from they're parking over the hill or on to actual Shirley Street. So to access these sections, you would come through Frederick Street South. That would be for section C. All right. So if you are in sections D, G, and H, you're going to come through Charlotte Street South. All right. Okay. Now, if you are at the famous Bank Lane, you're going to come right here through, if you're at section L, you're going to come through Bank Lane, and this is going to be your entry point to get into your section.
And Bain says knowing which side to enter from is what prevents people from being sent back for blocks or getting stuck at the wrong gate.
A lot of persons were familiar with accessing section H. They used to come through Parliament Street South. That section has been closed off. That is why we've placed persons to actually come through Charlotte Street South to get over to section H.
Parliament Street South is now exit only, and officials say continuing to use old routes was a major source of confusion during the Boxing Day Parade. Officials urging New Year's Day attendees to open the app, use the map, and plan their route before coming downtown. And remember the warning, if you show up on the wrong side, gate agents may not be able to fix it on the spot, especially when crowds are heavy. Reporting for our news, I'm Candino Knowles. And months after taking up a high-profile diplomatic post and a senior banking role, Taran Mackey has abruptly resigned, raising lots of questions with few answers. Davato Emmanuel is following this.
The sudden and unexpected resignation of a member of the diplomatic corps, raising a slew of questions. Only 8 months after taking office, a surprise announcement Tuesday of the resignation of Taran Mackey as the Bahamas' ambassador to the Kingdom of Bahrain. He was appointed Bahamas non-resident ambassador to the Kingdom of Bahrain in September 2024, followed by the appointment as non-resident ambassador to the state of Kuwait in August 2022. Mackey has also stepped away from a high-level position at the Bank of the Bahamas, where he was appointed the institution's youngest director earlier this year. News of these two resignations came through a brief statement from the Director of Communications in the Office of the Prime Minister, Latre Raming. The statement said he made the decision, quote, to focus on resolving a personal matter, end quote. No further details were provided, but there are unconfirmed reports suggesting the resignation may be connected to alleged misconduct. Those claims have not been independently confirmed and no formal allegations have been publicly outlined. In recent times, Mackey had also entered the business space, launching two new ventures, the Bimini Semi-Submarine Adventures and Coconut Stock Bahamas. At the time of his appointment, Mackey was widely viewed as a rising figure in the Bahamas financial services sector. A professional biography published by the Bank of the Bahamas describes him as managing director of IPG Family Office Limited, a multi-family office specializing in trust and estate planning, with more than $2 billion in assets under administration. He also serves as a director of the Bahamas Financial Services Board as co-chairman of its immigration subcommittee since 2020. Our news reached out to the Office of the Prime Minister as well as Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell, seeking a comment on the matter. However, Mitchell declined to comment. OPM officials said it's a private matter, so the government has no comment. With no formal explanation, these resignations continue to raise more and more questions. Reporting for our news, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
All right, thanks for that, Delvado. And some sad news tonight as former Member of Parliament Dr. Franklin Joaquin has died at the age of 73. He served as Member of Parliament for Acklins and Crooked Island during his political tenure for the Progressive Liberal Party. He was first elected to the House in November 1989 after the resignation of Wilbert Moss until dissolution in 1992. Despite the PLP losing the election in 1992, Joaquin regained his seat and served as a part of the opposition until 1997. Outside of Parliament, he was a successful entrepreneur and pioneer in the air ambulance service and with Lakeview Cemetery. Joaquin was also a beloved physician who served as head of the Medical Council. PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell says Joaquin was a personal friend.
Me, B.J. Nottage, the late MP, Van Higgins, Loftus Roker, Bruce Brennan II were breakfast partners every Christmas Day. Alas, no more. We who are yet alive thank God for Frank's life. May he rest in peace.
All right, we've got much more to get to tonight, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson, he is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Gideon, and a happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Just a beautiful day around the islands. Temperatures managed to stay into the low to mid-70s. We are now settling into the mid-60s outside our studios. 66 is what the temperature is right now. A few clouds, the winds out of the northwest. We still have that nice feed for some cool air, and it is a bit on the breezy side, 12 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is in the low 60s. Temperatures right now around the family of islands, we are looking at 62 in Freeport, and you guys got up into the 50s early this morning. 66 over in Marshall, Abaco, Great Harbour Key, and here in the capital. 63 in Alistown, Bimini. Nichols, San Andreas, 65. Governor's Harbour, Eleuthera, 69. Central Bahamas, 68 in Kemps Bay. We pick up 69 in Arthurstown, Cat Island, a string of 71s. Black Point, Exuma Chains. Georgetown, Great Exuma, also in Coburn Townsend, Salvador. 73 in Port Nelson and in Deadman's Key, 74. And into the southeast Bahamas, mid to upper 70s there, but 75 in Duncantown, Ragged Island, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, and in Matthewtown, Inagua, Abrahams Bay, Meguana, 76, and our good neighbors to the southeast. Happy New Year to you guys down there. Your temperature right now is at 78. Satellite radar composite, frontal boundary moving across the southeast Bahamas. A lot of clouds and a lot of showers associated with that earlier, but most of the activity is now pulled out into the open Atlantic. We still have a string of some clouds and some small showers affecting those portions of the Bahamas. But all in all, behind that, nice high pressure system building in, and that's going to continue to keep us with some very nice temperatures as we close out 2025 on a nice note, and we bring in some cooler temperatures for 2026. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. We'll tell you how low the temperature is going to get tonight when we come back.
Coming up in sports, VJ Edgecombe's a bona fide superstar. I mean, we know that already, but it's still fun when he does things like he did last night. Yes, here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages. And of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
And
"2025 has been a year to remember.
Fire trucks racing to the scene of the massive blaze.
This continued for more than 20 minutes as police officers tried to control the
protesters had marched from Market Street and waited in the hot sun for hours. Well, I'm certainly standing in it. And
as I came out, the wind just picked up even more like it was a tornado.
Join us on December 28th at 8 p.m. for R News Year in Review 2025.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't.
Welcome to R Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. Ja Morant tried his usual overblown attention-seeking antics, and he would have gotten away with it too if he was going against anyone else. Anyone but VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe was the hero for the 76ers, hitting a dramatic go-ahead three from the top of the key with 1.7 seconds left in overtime to lift Philadelphia to a 139-136 win over the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis. Edgecombe finished with 25 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and scored 13 of his points in the fourth quarter to force extra time, then capped the night with the clutch three from 25 feet over Morant. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton and the Lakers came up short, falling 128-106 to the Detroit Pistons. Ayton finished with 10 points and just 2 rebounds on a tough night for LA. In women's college hoops, two Bahamians helped their team to deliver statement performances, leading them to some lopsided wins. Danica Lightbourne and the FIU Panthers dominated Florida National in a one-sided 122-30 win, capping off non-conference play in emphatic fashion. Lightbourne finished with 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists in just 29 minutes. Meanwhile, Verone Charlton and the Austin Peay Governors cruised to a 73-38 win over Berry in their non-conference finale. Charlton finished with 10 points, and the Governors controlled the game from start to finish. She hit the scene as a 16-year-old in one of the most polarizing 2 days of relays any of us can remember, but Shania Adderley is still at it and making major moves in her collegiate career. After beginning that career at Liberty, Adderley will transfer to Northwestern State for the upcoming season. That'll do it for R Sports. Stay tuned to R News at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as a deadly strike in international waters. The U.S. military says 2 men killed after a boat suspected of carrying drugs was targeted in the Eastern Pacific. And a rare joint statement from some of the world's top diplomats warning conditions in Gaza are rapidly getting worse. The story when our news returns.
It's more than a podcast. It's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough is brought to light, unfiltered and unspoken until now. Join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. as we confront the topics that matter, share real experiences, and change the conversation around mental health together. Watch, listen, break the silence.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having Business in a Box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Every week, one show drives the national conversation. On the Record. We challenge the issues, ask the tough questions, and dig deeper. We bring in the experts, the decision makers, and the voices that matter. Our discussions shape policy, influence change, and inform the public like no other. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episodes on our YouTube channel. The conversations that shape the Bahamas start here, on the Record.
Conflict doesn't have to end in chaos. Before it escalates, take a breath. Step back. Choose peace. Listen to understand. Respectful conversations lead to real solutions. I am Sergeant 3599 Johnson of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, urging you, let's talk it out, not fight it out.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest-running current affairs.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Russia and Ukraine exchanged sharp accusations over an alleged Ukrainian attack on the Russian presidential residence in that Novgorod region. The Russian side labeling it a terrorist attack to sabotage talks, and Ukraine dismissing it as a fabrication to justify new aggression. Russia will toughen its position in the Ukraine negotiations following the alleged attack. The Kremlin spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, told reporters Tuesday. Peskov said the Ukrainian attack was aimed at disrupting the negotiation process on ending the Ukrainian conflict from which Russia is not withdrawing. Ukraine has categorically rejected all Russian claims. President Volodymyr Zelensky labeled the incident on Tuesday as Russian fake news crafted to derail peace talks and undermine Ukraine's diplomatic efforts with the U.S. administration. The foreign ministers of Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Iceland, Japan, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom issuing a joint statement expressing concerns over the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Gaza. Civilians there are facing heavy rainfall and temperatures dropping as winter draws in, the statement said, adding that they are also suffering from severe shortages of food and health facilities. The ministers called on the Israeli government to ensure the operation of international non-governmental organizations in Gaza to secure a humanitarian response and to ensure the United Nations and its partners can continue delivering aid in the region. The Palestinian government recently urged the international community and UN agencies to take urgent humanitarian action to protect Gaza residents. Mali and Burkina Faso say they will bar U.S. citizens from entering their countries in response to a similar move by the Trump administration. The two Western African states were recently placed under full entry restrictions under Trump's expanded travel ban. Vanessa Chan reports.
Mali and Burkina Faso have said they are imposing a travel ban on U.S. citizens. That's after an equivalent measure announced by the Trump administration. On December 16th, the White House added the two junta-led countries and 5 other nations to a list of those subject to a full travel ban from January 1st. It applies to countries with what Washington calls severe deficiencies in screening, vetting, and information sharing. The White House said these gaps pose national security and public safety threats. Mali said Washington's decision had been taken without prior consultation, adding that the stated rationale was not justified by actual developments on the ground.
And the U.S. military said it killed 2 men in a strike on a boat suspected of carrying drugs in international waters in the eastern Pacific Ocean on Monday. U.S. Southern Command said in a post on X that Joint Task Force Southern Spear conducted a lethal kinetic strike on a vessel operated and by designated terrorist organizations. The military didn't say which organization, but the Trump administration has categorized several Latin American drug cartels as terror groups. The U.S. military has hit at least 30 alleged drug vessels in the region since early September, killing 107 people. Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was December 31st. Then in our news at 7:30.
A journey through the wild, wild west. Tonight in our news, the world-famous Valley Boys say they're ready to take the crown come this New Year's Day John Canoe Parade. Stay tuned for more details.
Do you think you know domestic violence? Think again. It is not just physical, emotional, financial, or sexual abuse, and it doesn't discriminate. If you feel intimidated, harassed, or manipulated, you're not alone. The Bahamas Crisis Center and the Domestic Violence Task Force are here. I am Sergeant 3992 Tamika Neely. Let's break the silence on domestic violence. Let's create safer communities.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Every year, car theft in the Bahamas rises. Thieves are getting smarter and faster. Is your car a target? Compact vehicles are at risk. Don't become a victim. Simple steps can make all the difference. Lock your car. Invest in anti-theft devices. Park smart. Protect yourself. Stay alert. I am PC 4392, Trayshawn First.
On this day in Bahamian history, in 1771, former Governor William Shirley died after serving from 1760 to 1768, surviving a shipwreck to take office. Shirley Street is named in his honor. In 1925, Robert Bobby Holman Simonet was born, an Olympian, founding member of the Nassau Yacht Club and former Speaker of the House. And in 2013, a deadly fire destroyed hundreds of homes in Pigeon P, Abaco, claiming the lives of a mother and child. To learn more about the events that shaped the day that was December 31st, head over to ournews.bs. And of course, you can find all of the day's top stories right at your fingertips. Again, ournews.bs. And of course, you can share your favorite stories right from the Our News Bahamas Facebook page. That's going to do it for us in News at 7, the last broadcast for 2025. Joining us now is Natalia Hall. She has got the latest headlines.
Hearing you say that, Ken. Last day of 2000. I'm grateful.
Listen, it's been a long year, but with so many highs. And definitely looking forward to more in 2026.
Sure. And I'm also smiling, Ken, because tonight is the night. I'm going to tell the audience in a bit, but tonight is the night.
You've been telling them for 12 weeks.
12 weeks, every night. I said, I'm not tired of saying it. There it is. So as we get ready for the big moment tonight.
They're going to bring it up one more time.
Yeah, one more time. Bring it back. One more time. I won't see it again. I love it.
That's somebody's car.
I love it, yes. And as we get ready for the big moment tonight, just a quick reminder, moments ago, well, we're about to name the 10 finalists, all still in the running for the ultimate giveaway. And in less than 15 minutes, one name will be called, one key, one turn, one finalist will drive away with the grand prize. In less than 15 minutes, the official drawing will be conducted by executives from Automall, so don't go anywhere. The winner will be announced right here on our TV. Until then, here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our news at 7:30, the Ultimate Giveaway launched back in October as part of Cable Bahamas' 30th anniversary and Automall's 54 years of service. Over 12 weeks, we brought you stories highlighting Automall, its vehicles, and the people behind the brand. Well, tonight, 10 finalists remain after 134,000 entries, and only one winner will drive away in a brand new car. The Ultimate Giveaway is decided tonight right here on our news. Also, with just hours to go before the New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade, the National Junkanoo Committee says it's moving forward with confidence. Also, police are investigating an armed robbery that occurred this week at Yamacraw Beach. Hear what authorities are saying so far. And later, just hours before the New Year's Day Parade, the world-famous Valley Boys Junkanoo Group says they're coming back for a win. We'll tell you all about it when our news at 7:30 returns.
Candino Notes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the R News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
Whether you're battling a chronic condition or offsetting a new injury, Doctors Hospital's comprehensive rehab services offer the help you need now.
Go to doctors.
3 advanced facilities at Collins Avenue, Carmichael Road, and Cable Beach means your personalized plan for care is just a visit away. From physiotherapy to occupational therapy and speech and language pathology, our team approach is all about rebuilding together. For a full list of services, visit doctorshosp.com/rehabilitation. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's it's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the game.
Tonight, the final moments of a journey 12 weeks in the making and a promise kept. What began as a celebration of Cable Bahamas' 30th anniversary and Automall's 54 years of service turned into something much bigger. Story by story, question by question, night after night, from living rooms to phones and hands, and to families playing along, one car, one grand prize, and 10 finalists. Now just minutes away from a life-changing moment, and tonight the wait is almost over. Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. And as we continue tonight, a quick reset on how we got here. The Ultimate Giveaway was launched in October as a part of Cable Bahamas' 30th anniversary celebration and Automall's 54 years of service. Over the past 12 weeks, our Daniel Miller produced a series of stories highlighting Automall, their vehicles, and the people behind the brand. Each week, trivia questions were drawn directly from those stories, airing right here on our news. And night after night, I know you heard me, I reminded all of our viewers that their chances to win were still very much alive. Right as the animated credo rolled across the screen, viewers and alive customers who answered, there it is, every question correctly were entered into a single pool. From that pool, 10 finalists were randomly selected. The finalists: Arnold Bullard, Ventico Ferguson, Candice Bethel Strawn, Natanya Johnson, Toisha Demerit, Brandon Hanna, Coette Miller, Curtis Williams, Arthur J.L. Maycock, Kayleen Edgecombe, and in just moments, executives from Automall, Our News, Alive will conduct the official drawing. One finalist, one key turn, one winner. I'm excited. The ultimate giveaway is decided tonight right here on Our News. But with just hours to go before the 2026 New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade, the National Junkanoo Committee says it's moving forward with confidence despite controversy following the Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. NJC officials sought to clear the air on internal decisions, recent leadership changes, and concerns raised about parade flow and management on Boxing Day. Committee Chairman Andrew Pinder says lessons have been learned and adjustments made, adding that organizers are fully prepared to deliver a smooth, competitive, and penalty-enforced New Year's Day parade, one he believes will be one for the books.
We are confident because we come from a pure place, understanding that it takes everybody to pull off this parade, and we are here to ensure that we give the Bahamian people exactly what they expect. And that is what we have been working since Boxing Day to ensure that come New Year's Day we have a flowing parade. Whatever needs to be done, the police did a yeoman's job in trying to get the actual groups to the hole. There were matters. Some groups may not have been exactly ready at the time, but I must say that.
Yesterday, the NJC announced the dismissal of Dwight Roll as Grand Marshal of the parades, following significant challenges with the parade on Boxing Day. The Grand Marshal's role is to ensure that Junkanoo groups across all categories are efficiently brought to the gate and onto the route so the parade flows smoothly. But that didn't happen. Various groups, as well as those in attendance, complained about long gaps and frustrating waiting periods. Pinder also sought to shut down talks of the parades being a no-penalty parade despite previously reported.
We do not know where that emulated from, and it's always been a penalty parade, as actually seen in the results of the groups that may have received penalties. But that, I think, was the real miscommunication, and maybe some groups may have thought that they could have just taken whatever length of time to get to the gate to get onto the parade. But we hope that we can iron that out, and emphatically that the parades are, there are penalties for the upcoming parades.
All right, and the world-famous Valley Boys Junkanoo Group says they are rushing for a win. Despite coming forth on Boxing Day, they say they'll be out guns blazing with a Western theme. Our Joshua Williams was in the shack and fills us in.
The world-famous Valley Boys Junkanoo Group is gearing up for the New Year's Day parade, saying they're not dismayed after falling short on Boxing Day. Fans can look forward to a bounce-back performance, with frontline leader John Williams saying those watching will travel back in time to the Wild Wild West.
So we're going to have a display of cowboy history, Indian history. You're going to see saloons. You're going to see Clint Eastwood. You're going to see a lot of powwow dancers. You're going to see tribal dances. You're going to see Texas Hold'em poker. You're going to hear all of your favorite cowboy songs and Western songs. We plan to put on the show.
The group finished fourth on Boxing Day. Their myths and legends of martial arts earning them 528 points, a result they're not satisfied with.
We did a stellar performance. Unfortunately, it didn't showcase in the results, and we're fine with that. Our morale is still high. Our aim is still the same. We're still going out to win. Our girls are angry. I'm repping their V. Our girls are angry. They did not deserve fifth place, and they're going to come out to show what they deserved on Boxing Day. They're going to get on New Year's.
But the story of Boxing Day was the long, frustrating gaps. It wasn't until the crack of dawn that the group came out, and while some fans stayed to see them, many had already left.
We've been at it for years to remedy that situation. For the first time in Junkanoo history, a group has come out eighth. It was a lot to deal with. We know the fans were tired. I'm hoping that the parade moves smooth, it moves faster, and we're even able to do a second lap as is customary on Bay Street.
Now the world-famous Valley Boys will be coming out of the gate second amongst all the A-category teams, promising a fun experience. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks so much for that, Josh. Switching gears now. If you live next to an overgrown vacant lot or a property filled with dump garbage and derelict vehicles, you may be wondering who's responsible for cleaning it up. Is it government or property owner? As Our News has been following concerns in communities like Fort Charlotte, the Environment Minister is now clearing up the confusion and saying in many cases the responsibility does not fall on government. Here's Our News anchor, Kendino Knowles.
A recent community-led cleanup in Fort Charlotte has sparked a wider conversation, as similar overgrown lots and derelict vehicles exist in neighborhoods throughout New Providence.
It's illegal dumping today, and it can escalate to something else tomorrow.
But according to Environment Minister Zane Lightbourne, once land is privately owned, the responsibility to maintain it rests squarely with the owner. That includes keeping lots cut, preventing indiscriminate dumping, and ensuring the property does not become an environmental or safety hazard.
They have an obligation to take care of their property. That is to keep it cut properly, to make sure that there's no litter, and to keep their property secure.
He explains that the Department of Environmental Health, which falls under his ministry, can intervene when properties become serious hazards, sometimes hiring private contractors to clean them up. But Lightbourne says those cleanups stretch limited public resources and are not meant to replace private responsibility.
This extends a lot of taxpayers' resources, and so we try to keep the private owners responsible as within the law to take care of their property.
Lightbourne also addressed a concern many residents raised, whether abandoned or derelict vehicles left on private lots fall under government responsibility. He says in most cases they do not, and property owners can be cited and taken before the environmental court if they fail to act.
Anything that goes on in that home or in your yard, unless it's something that has been identified as intrusion, you're usually held accountable for it. It's the same thing if it's vacant. It belongs to you. You should take care of it.
Lightbourne urging residents who spot problem properties in their communities to report them to environmental health or urban renewal, while reminding property owners that neglecting private land can come with serious legal and financial consequences. Reporting for Our News, I'm Kendino Knowles.
All right, thanks for that in-depth report, Kendino. Well, it's the final day of 2025. Wondering what type of weather we will have tonight on Bay. Meteorologist Greg Thompson's in the Weather Center with your first look. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, Natalia, and a happy New Year's Eve, everybody. A beautiful evening setting up for us on the outdoors. So if you plan on doing Junkanoo in the morning, it's going to be nice, but make sure you take a sweater because we woke up to some low 60s here in the capital, and we had some 50s in Grand Bahama. We look as though we're going to continue that trend for the next couple of days. 66 is our current temperature on the outside. A few clouds, your winds out of the northwest at 12 miles per hour. Light breeze out there. Your feels like temperature is hanging around the low 60s. Satellite and radar composite frontal boundary that moves through the chain of islands, now down near the southeast Bahamas, falling apart. Most of the activity pulling out there in the open Atlantic, but we still have a ribbon of some clouds across the southeast Bahamas, maybe even a small shower or two. But behind that, high pressure with a cooler air mass and a dry air mass will invade Bahamas, and that looks as though we're going to continue with that trend throughout the remainder of the week. So we are closing out 2025 on a good note. We are starting 2026 with some cooler temperatures. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. We'll tell you what the New Year temp forecast is going to look like when we come back.
Still to come in Our News, the Ultimate Giveaway launched back in October as a part of Cable Bahamas' 30th anniversary and Automall's 54 years of service. Over 12 weeks, we brought to you stories highlighting Automall, its vehicles, and the people behind the brand. Tonight, 10 finalists remain after 134,000 entries, and one winner will drive away in a brand new vehicle. The Ultimate Giveaway is decided tonight right after this break. Stay with us.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Chances is the great house to play, even down to the staff, is perfect. They're going to marvel.
Somewhere's Plaza, got it going on, yeah. Somewhere's Plaza, one-stop shopping is here. In the family, community, for me. Southwest Plaza, come shop with us.
into a life of luxury and
It's Christmas.
And now to the moment so many have been waiting for. It's the ultimate giveaway. 12 weeks, dozens of stories, thousands of entries, all coming down to this one moment. Week after week, we met the people behind the brand, got a closer look at the vehicles, and played along as the trivia questions came straight from those stories. And at the center of it all, our Danielle Miller. From the showroom floor to test drives to introducing you to the Automall team, she's walked viewers step by step to this very night. And our Danielle Miller is live right now from where it all started, inside the Automall showroom on Shirley Street. And Danielle, after 12 weeks of telling these stories and bringing viewers along, what's going through your mind as we stand just moments away from the draw? I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Italia, I am very anxious. Like, you know, when you get knots in the pit of your stomach, I feel like my name is about to get called, but I know I'm not eligible. But that's just how excited I am for the person that is about to win this brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta. 12 weeks, like you said, 134,000 entries. That's the Bahamas. We thank you guys so much for coming along on this ride with us, and I have enjoyed it. It has been a blessing telling the story of Automall, past, present, and legacy. 53 years they've been in existence, and they told me it is all about dependability, reliability, and connecting with the community. Hence why they entered the partnership with one of the most reliable, or should I say the most reliable news network? Most reliable. See, there we go. At least I'm not biased. A technology, TV station, telecommunications. It is here at Cable Bahamas Group of Companies. 30 years we have been in existence, serving the community with nothing but love. Tonight, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to get into it. Let me introduce to you the team that is here that is going to pull the winning name out of the bag, of course. I have my executive producer, Mr. Jerome Sawyer. And for Automall, we have their marketing manager, Deshay Wims. This is the person that has been allowing me to test drive all of Automall's vehicles. So if I was not supposed to do it, blame Deshay. And Deshay, if you are to blame, we have a spot for you over at Cable Bahamas Group of Companies. If you come through the door, don't tell them I said it. Now, Jerome, 12 weeks, it's been such a journey. It's been incredible telling these stories. But I definitely want to get your reaction to it all as we basically changed the life for somebody that is currently watching this newscast.
Your name is in this bag. First of all, Danielle, congratulations to you for doing such an amazing job in telling this story. You certainly represented our news well and what we do well, which is tell stories. And partnering with the folks here at Automall was just our way of giving our viewers an opportunity to win something wonderful and big, but also a platform to tell the story of a great company. And we were happy to do it along with our parent company, Cable Bahamas Limited, and Alive. And Alive customers were able to enter to win as well through their participation. And of course, for the 12 weeks, Danielle, you told the stories, sent our folks to the page, to our online page, to answer the trivia questions, to enter to win over 134,000 people entered. That is tremendous. And so we are just happy to be able to provide this opportunity for one of our viewers and or one of the Alive customers who participated over the past few months. So thank you, and thank you, Auto Mall, for giving us this opportunity. We ain't had no car to give away. So we happy that you all gave this to us to help give away. So thank you.
Yes.
And thank you to all the folks who participated. Definitely.
Absolutely. And I want to say thank you too for being so obedient and making sure that you do not call me to ask me what the answer was for the trivia question every week. I was so happy about that. And Deshay, I want you to speak to us about how embedded this company is when we talk about community and how the brand Hyundai has transformed many lives throughout the years, because I can tell you I've been seeing this brand from I was a little girl to now, and they have evolved into being a staple brand here in the Bahamas.
Yes, thank you guys for having us a part of this opportunity with you guys. So Auto Mall, a part of the community, 53 years. We do a lot with, youth organizations, a lot with like single families, anything like that. We partner a lot with our financial institutions. So when you think Auto Mall, think of us being embedded in this community, 53 years, and we are going to continue to do so. With Hyundai, it's been a part of us for quite some time, and we've watched the brand.
Little girl.
Since Danielle was a little girl. Yes, but we've watched the brand evolve. We've watched it, step the game up. We have all electric models. They have so many options for so many budgets, like I said previously, and something for everyone. You have a lot of people, they're not into technology. We have some options that don't have all of the fussiness, the technology options. And then you have some that have upgraded to the nice, fancy technology like you like. But Hyundai has been a great staple in the Bahamian community. You see it greeted everywhere, for sure. And it's a reliable car, a reliable vehicle, quality. And that's what we here at Auto Mall and Quality Sales, Auto Sales provide.
Well, thank you so much for bringing us along on this ride as well. And we are about to transform the life of somebody right now as the moment happens for us to select the name. So I am going to take a step back.
If I can use my Miss Bahamas voice. In this bag is the winner. One lucky person is going to drive off with a brand new car tonight. And Deshay, let me tell you, you have the honors tonight. Our top 10 names have been entered into this bag, verified by our auditors, and the system has been put in place to ensure that there's transparency. So, folks, here it is. I can't even look.
Wow. Candice Bethel-Strawn is our winner.
Candice Bethel-Strawn is our winner. Candice Bethel, congratulations. You are the owner of a brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta. Please reach out to the Auto Mall team to arrange to collect your prize. You have to bring your ID, gal. I just want to put that in there.
We have your contact as well. So
Yes.
we'll be reaching out to you as well.
Yes.
Congratulations from us to you as well.
Thank you so much. Back to you in studio, Italia.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Thanks so much for that. What a moment. And once again, congratulations to our winner, Candice Bethel-Strawn. This has been an incredible journey, and we want to thank everyone who took part, every viewer who played along, answered the trivia, and stayed with us night after night. I said it every night for the past 12 weeks. Well, the ultimate giveaway was made possible as a part of Cable Bahamas' 30th anniversary, alongside Auto Mall's celebration of 54 years of service. And it's a reminder that you never know what could happen when you tune into our news. So stay with the team you already trust. Keep watching, keep playing along, and stay tuned to the Our TV network, because you never know when your moment could be next.
Coming up in sports, more late game heroics from VJ highlights NBA action. Then we go to women's college hoops, where Bahamians were in some lopsided wins. And sticking in college sports, but on the track, another star finds a home in the transfer portal.
It's Christmas, come again. Time for color, family and friends. Red and green, the perfect pair. For a season so sincere. Baby Jesus in a manger. Loved ones who want once were perfect strangers. At the same place, coloring supreme. Let us bring to life your Christmas dreams.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Holidays are coming, 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 holidays are coming. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming. Holidays are coming, 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 holidays are coming. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. Ja Morant tried his usual overblown attention-seeking antics, and he would have gotten away with it too if he was going against anyone else. Anyone but VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe was the hero for the 76ers, hitting a dramatic go-ahead 3 from the top of the key with 1.7 seconds left in overtime to lift Philadelphia to a 139-136 win over the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis. Edgecombe finished with 25 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and scored 13 of his points in the fourth quarter to force extra time, then capped the night with the clutch 3 from 25 feet over Morant. It was the second clutch basket of the season that turned out to be a game winner following his dramatic putback against the Warriors earlier this month.
And when they put 2 on the ball, we kicked it back out, made the right read, and that's all it turned into again was that, Tyrese just making the right read. They probably made the right decision putting 2 on Tyrese so he couldn't explode down the lane, but made the right play. But yeah, it's a big shot, obviously a game winner for a rookie. Pretty cool.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton and the Lakers came up short, falling 128-106 to the Detroit Pistons. Ayton finished with 10 points and just 2 rebounds on a tough night for LA. In women's college hoops, 2 Bahamians helped their team to deliver statement performances, leading them to some lopsided wins. Danica Lightbourne and the FIU Panthers dominated Florida National in a one-sided 122-30 win, capping off non-conference play in emphatic fashion. Lightbourne finished with 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists in just 29 minutes. The Panthers are 7-4 in the season, 6-1 at home, and open conference play next week against Missouri State. Meanwhile, Vernon Charlton and the Austin Peay Governors cruised to a 73-38 win over Berry in their non-conference finale. Charlton finished with 10 points, and the Governors controlled the game from start to finish. The win moved Austin Peay to 8-2 on the season, with the Governors now turning their attention to an upcoming road matchup against Jacksonville to open up conference play. She hit the scene as a 16-year-old in one of the most polarizing 2 days of relays any of us can remember, but Shania Adderley is still at it and making major moves in her collegiate career. After beginning that career at Liberty, Adderley will transfer to Northwestern State for the upcoming season. Last season at Liberty, the quarter-miler clocked a personal best of 55.59 seconds and contributed to the school's record-setting relay teams. Her breakthrough moment, of course, came when she ran a crucial leg for Team Bahamas at the World Athletics Relays in Nassau in the mixed 4x4 relay team. They ran a national record of 3 minutes, 12.81 seconds to qualify for the Paris Olympics. Then we argued for the next month or so about whether she should go or not. That'll do it for Our Sports. This is 10YS, and it's as good a time as any to remind everyone to go to NBA.com right now. The NBA All-Star ballots are open, so vote for VJ Edgecombe, vote for DeAndre Ayton, vote for Buddy Hield, vote for Eric Gordon, vote for Klay Thompson. We don't have to be objective about this. Just go ahead and do it. I've seen y'all make worse decisions at the polls all the time. Back to the studio.
When our news comes back from the break, nice weather in the capital as we're just hours away from New Year's Day. Greg is back with your extended forecast when our news returns. Stay with us.
Charges are escalating. Vaping liquid marijuana is on the rise, damaging lungs and increasing stroke risk. And a deadly new trend, lean, cough syrup, soda, and candy, a lethal combination that can cause seizures and even death. Possession means arrest and prosecution. I am Corporal 2641 Rory Fox of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Protect your loved ones. Learn more by visiting our website.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Dangers are escalating. Vaping liquid marijuana is on the rise, damaging lungs and increasing stroke risk. And a deadly new trend, lean, cough syrup, soda, and candy, a lethal combination that can cause seizures and even death. Possession means arrest and prosecution. I am Corporal 2641 Rory Fox of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Protect your loved ones. Learn more by visiting our website.
This is our news. Welcome back. Looks as though we're going to continue with some very nice conditions for the rest of the evening. Looks as though I hear one family. Yeah. Looks as though they're going to repeat tonight. You heard that from me. It's going to be nice on the outdoors. So if you plan on doing junk canoe, get out there and enjoy. High pressure is building behind that. A frontal boundary that moves through the chain of islands is now near the southeast Bahamas with some clouds as well as a ribbon of some isolated showers. Most of that activity will be waning as we go through the rest of the evening. High pressure will build behind us, and that's going to continue to keep us with some very nice conditions. So 2025, we say goodbye to you, and 2026, nice cooler temperatures expected. We do expect another frontal boundary to get here sometime by Sunday. That one will be reinforcing the conditions across our area, but we start a slight warming trend by the early part of next week as that frontal boundary pushes through our area. But behind that, nice cold air mass generating some snow across the northeastern portions of the United States. Wish we could get some of that down here for Junction, but I don't know if the guys are gonna like the snow. Taking a look at the future forecast, moisture down there, the southeast Bahamas associated with that boundary will continue to wane as it pulls out towards the east and away from us. Dry conditions expected for the next several days. So we're looking at Thursday, nice and dry, some high level moisture moving across us through Friday, but we are going to continue to enjoy some very nice conditions. Boating forecasts for the all areas actually. Small craft, use caution on the Atlantic side. We still have some slight swells out there, and the risk of rip currents still exists on that side. Northwest and north winds at 10 to 15 knots. Those winds will fall light and variable at times. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over open waters, but in the Atlantic we expect them to be as high as 5 feet in northerly swells. Low tide is at 10:55 tonight. The high tide takes place at 5:29 tomorrow morning. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, tomorrow, New Year's Day, and of course, we want to wish everybody a happy New Year, and I hope 2025 was a good one for you. Start off good on New Year's. Temperatures will stay in the low 70s, and then we start that warm up for the weekend. Frontal boundary expected by Sunday, Monday time frame, so we introduce a couple of isolated showers, but we will be warming back up to near the 80-degree mark, which is near our norms. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night and have a great start to 2026. Happy New Year, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg, and thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening and a happy